Manifest, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Hey yo, what's up, man? It's your boy T SKO to the day, Mr. Flow So Good, Matiba Totle, Mr. Skipper, my what. Y'all already know about Fit2, back with you guys with another YouTube video. For those of you that are new to this channel and you like this video, please do make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also make sure to click that red button, subscribe to the channel, clicking the bell next to it so that YouTube does notify you when we do upload another video. Now today Buffet we'll be talking about something that you guys have been contacting me about for a minute now. Since late last year, a lot of y'all have been sending me messages just basically saying, yo, Tusco, man, you really need to pay attention with what's going on with Ricky Rick and Cassper Nyovest, because y'all guys felt like the two were actually beefing. Now, some of y'all were wilding. Y'all sent me messages saying, yo, these two unfollowed each other. Yo, I don't know if you noticed that Ricky Rick is not on the Philip Moses Mabita lineup and he's in Durban and so on and so forth. I mean, y'all were doing all sorts of scrutiny, just telling me that, look, man, these two guys ain't cool with each other. Now, of course, I did not make that video, and that is because I did not believe at first that there was any real issues between the two. My looking at it at the time, I actually thought that people were reading too much into the situation. And with Ricky Rick coming out to clarify it by saying, look, I was, booked at other shows at the time. Now the tensions have grown since then, with Ricky Rick not booking Cassper Nyovest for his upcoming event, the Cotton Fest. By the way, shout out to Ricky Rick. We all know that by now it's already sold out. A lot of fans were actually speculating, saying, look, this is a real sign that there's issues between the two. Now we hadn't heard much from both the artists on what was going on between the two of them and exactly why Cassper was not booked for Cotton Fest till now, when Cassper Nyovest actually came out during the weekend to actually explain the whole situation. And he basically said he doesn't feel like there's any beef between him and Ricky Rick, but more than anything else, he's just happy to see the game united, and he was not booked or asked to be part of the event. Fast forward to earlier today, when Ricky Rick actually came out in an interview with Slicker and actually addressed the situation and addressed why he actually hadn't booked Cassper Nyovest for the event. This is what he actually came out and said.
Crazy, yeah? So obviously with it, from being the first one, there are a lot of questions, not only from myself, but from people.
Yeah.
So we got people out there to send us questions.
How many questions?
Don't worry,
I've only been seeing a couple of questions.
Why
don't they send me questions? They send you questions, they don't send me
because
questions.
We ask these questions.
Nobody sends me questions.
And people think you're going to block them. So, I mean, I don't know if you can beat me
if
up.
That happens?
I don't know if you can beat me up, but like, at least I'm a little bit stronger than you.
Of course. Look at him. Yeah.
So we're going to start off with the questions. We got our cats from Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook just hitting us up, asking us shit. And obviously, I'm sure you've answered this a million times. I'm going to get into it straight. Why is Cassper not on the lineup?
There's a few people that's not in the lineup.
Yeah, but why?
There's quite a few.
You got a lot of history with Cassper. There's a lot of equity trading throughout the years. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
You called it, what did you call it? Equity trading?
Equity trading.
Jeez, I need to learn this language. I need to learn this corporate talk. Equity trading.
But that's how you guys have literally like kind of developed your careers.
Yeah,
when he's hot, you jump on him. When you're hot, really it's been a synergy of equity trading, which is called brotherhood in the most simplest form.
Yeah. I think
it gets easier after this.
Yeah, I mean, you don't always need to, like you would say, equity trade,
Yeah.
And sometimes the situation just doesn't feel right. And when a situation doesn't feel right, for me, I'm the type of person who's like, I'm only trying to do stuff that's like real. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be real from this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I've been going through a lot of stuff in the past 12 months, and it woke me up to like, shit's got to be real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can't just be about equity trading, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't want any more relationships like that's based on tit for tat. And it's weird because we get a lot of feedback for it, and it's like it's all on us, which is interesting. So it's like, I know some stories need to stay in the streets, and they will always stay in the streets. Some things is just not for public
Consumption.
public consumption.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping personal relationships personal,
Yeah.
and I'm keeping business relationships business. So if something doesn't work out, I don't think it's not personal.
Okay. I mean, okay, we get it.
If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, so that's an encrypted answer, but like,
That's not encrypted.
you know,
That's a good answer.
You out here being highly encrypted. It is. Oh, okay. So let me sum it up. All it is that.
Are you asking the question?
No,
Or
just
you
so I
just gonna break
understand.
it down?
I'm trying to break down your answer. So it's simply what you saying that there's the relationship with yourself and Cassper basically has about being equity trading over the years, and you feel that you want like a genuine sort of friendship. I don't know. I don't know whether you want.
Yeah,
a
I would
friendship
love
or,
I would love like real friendships right now.
Okay.
I would love real friendships, and I would love my friendships not to be mixed with what we're doing on the business side. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Like
Because-
if I'm not on Slicker, and Slicker does a feature, and I'm not on Slicker, it shouldn't affect
our relationship.
our relationship, our personal relationship.
Yeah.
And no one from the outside should look at it like, oh, Slicker, you didn't put Ricky on this program that you're doing. It means you guys are beefing or you guys are fighting.
Yeah.
You know that's not the case all the time.
I mean, I know.
Sometimes there's a deeper story, but sometimes the deeper story doesn't need to come from anybody.
Yeah. I mean, look, you weren't at Philip Moses Mabita, but you were in Durban. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
You know, we generally.
I was actually in four cities that day,
Yeah.
not just in Durban.
Yeah.
Durban was just a quick stop,
Okay.
but we're actually like everywhere that day.
All right.
So, but I mean, that's, public, the stories are there for the public to consume
Yeah.
and the public to get excited
Yeah,
about
yeah.
small things that really aren't factors. And that's acceptable. So I don't even mind people asking that question,
Yeah.
But what I would expect in this day and age with so much information given to us, people gotta look a bit deeper than start looking on the surface,
Yeah.
All that surface shit is done. That stuff, shining up polishing a piece of shit to make it look beautiful and present it to people and then believing that it's real, those days are over. You get what I'm saying? Those days are done.
So essentially, part of your transition, which from a creative transition,
Yeah.
we're saying, yo, I'm the one that's always been investing in me creatively,
Yeah.
and then part of your growth as a human being is also like part of the transition is the people I want in my spaces are people that genuinely also represent where I am mentally, and if they're not, it has to be strictly business.
Yeah, I would say you're correct. That's a beautiful one.
Okay.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Okay.
That's what you said. Beautiful.
That's what you feel. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Okay, cool.
Now, from that interview, you guys can tell, though Ricky Rick is not being as forthcoming about it, that, what he's basically saying is the fact that he doesn't feel like him and Cassper Nyovest's relationship is in the best place right now. And that being the case, he does not want this year or 2019 to be a year where he continues to maintain a fake front, to fans and, to people in general, to say that I'm cool with someone or our relationship is great right now and we're all buddy when he knows very well that they're in cool, there are issues there. He just feels like if things are good, then let's do stuff together, but if things are bad, let's not put on a front. If things are bad, things are bad. And he feels it was better off to then leave him off of the lineup because of that, or at least that's how I interpreted it. Now honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I get where both artists are coming from. I get where Cassper Nyovest is coming from when he says, what, not everything actually has to constitute beef, okay? If Ricky Rick does not want me on the lineup for, Cotton Fest, that doesn't mean that we automatically have issues with each other. That doesn't mean that we must now start beefing. If he feels that, I shouldn't be on the lineup, then it's cool. Life continues. And on Ricky's side, it's pretty clear that he's saying, look, our relationship is shaky or our relationship is going through something right now. I don't feel like, we should be doing anything together because that creates, this fake image to people that, everything is all, you know, glossy, everything is all green, everything is all wow, when in reality things might be going left here and there. There are things that we're both, you know, having issues about. And if that's the case, then, you know, let's not even do business with each other. Let's not do things together that create that front to people. So I personally don't actually think that it constitutes beef. Okay, as you know, you guys can tell, both of them don't seem to want to come out and actually attack each other in public. You know, they both don't want to come out and actually mention what happened between them or what is causing this current tension between them. And they both seem, you know, willing to say, look, I respect your hustle, let's respect each other's hustles, but, you know, at least on Ricky's side, I don't feel like we should be working together right now. But you guys leave me your comments in the comment section, letting me know what you think about this. What do you guys think of Ricky Rick's reason for not bringing Cassper Nyovest along for the Cotton Fest happening in February? And what exactly do you guys think happened between these two to cause them, you know, to have this tension? And do you guys think it's beef? It's just not as clear yet? Leave me your comments and definitely subscribe. Awesome. Now wait, Emma Billy, I know you want to go, but click that red button and subscribe and put some respect on a younger name, man. Awesome.